I would like to thank the Honourable Deputy Minister, Perry Okujato, for his wonderful gesture to Ghana Rugby. It is truly appreciated. I was brought up that when you are given something, you say thank you. My ethos is when you give me one, I try and give you 10. I never want to be just a taker. We've invested huge amounts into rugby, a minority sports in Ghana. We've got thousands of school children who we've taught how to play. We've invested from the grassroots upwards in a program that says we must give accountability and integrity, transparency over a long-term period to get what is a very technical sport to the next level. And, I'm proud the last 3.5 years that we've won 2 continental trophies, 1D, West Africa, and the Africa Bronze Cup, for a country that is not a rugby playing nation, a country that does not have equipment. I think 2018 through the guys at Komatsu, Pan-African, they gave us 5 scrummaging machines, and Disimoni, my wonderful friend Maru, made sure that all the weights and the heavy stuff was put in place. We've moved them around, and we have a set going very soon down to Cape Coast. So we are fledgling without equipment. We've put together something quite miraculously, 3 foreign technical heads and a foreign sports doctor to help take us into a position that we've been able to win these trophies. We've done this, but to be recognized by state, I take off my hat. I take off my hat to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and to Honourable Deputy Minister in particular. I am enthralled, more so than you can imagine. Most of my program in sports, since I got involved in Kotoko, has been as a lonely figure. It's when I've gone that people have said, oh, things changed. Sponsorship was brought, administrative processes changed, player contracts, training methods, pre-season, etc., etc. But whilst it was going on, we very rarely get the support or the recognition. And now I see it being spread. I can just say, thank you, fathers. I'm not one of those who say, why not me? I'm one of those who say, I'm glad it's being spread. And I say to the ministry, thank you. And thank you again. They have a program for sports over a period that resonates with me. The development of sports is normally, forgive me, over a 6-year period. And I think Ghana hosting the Africa Cup in 2023, we have a 5-year, 4-year run at it, which is not bad. But it does mean then moving beyond that into 2029, 2030, if a program of inter-schools, a program of helping the youth, a program where we look at the curriculum in schools is adopted as the Honourable Deputy Minister has got planned, then I'm enthused, I'm excited, and not much does excite me. So I say thank you. Let's watch this space. Success is not done overnight, and Rome was not built in a day. But with the gestures that we've had are massive. Look, we've got an under-20 competition, which I don't expect us to do well. Why? Because we're taking people who are now playing rugby for the first time in the last 6 months against nations who've been playing it for 10 to 15 years with equipment, with sponsorship and backing. But we have to start from somewhere. So the $10,000 we've been given, a lot of that will go to that development program to make sure that we can get through in May across to East Africa for that competition. Again, we've gone from nothing into the elite. There's only a few countries that have reached that point. And I think the fact that we're competing is big kudos to Ghana. Big kudos to the players. Big kudos to the regional presidents, that is James Nunu and Aziz, to our national coach, Dallas, and to the technical head of Western Central, Captain Black, plus everybody else. I mean, the administrators and people behind the scenes that we never mention. But to get to where we are, I think that is itself enormous. There are great countries around us who are not going. Our neighbors are not going. Yet we've managed to get to ourselves to the point to go. And I said in Marrakesh that, look, I'm taking along a developmental getting into rugby select side. So we're not going there to go and win honors. We're going there in this case to make a mark, to learn, to take the beatings, the bruisings, to give some back, and to show that we've got pride and we have something else. The next time round, everybody should get ready. That's where we are. It also forms the benchmark into where we go next, which is the women's tournament, which we're fighting hard to get into Olympic qualification. I know we're within the top 10 African teams already. Great work by our ladies. then through to the Silver Cup, which takes us to amongst the elite in Africa. So we're well ahead of our program. And with the people that we're using, in Coach Dallas technically, and the great Colin Osborne from Moseley in England, formerly 20 years at Harlequins, Stuart Inmar, strength, fitness, conditioning coach, Dr. Ross Potita from South Africa, one of the most incredible sports doctors that I know. We have a good team of people, and the gesture from the ministry is something that we take to heart. It doesn't go very far, but it is a thought that counts, which was not solicited, and it shows that we have people in place politically who appreciate that it's a little drop at a time, working together, that will get us to where eventually we want to go. Ghana Rugby says, thank you, and thank you again.